Hey guys, Inversify here. My week 5 match at CSLL. And if you see my opponent, Max Master, you already know it's going to be a good battle. Alright, so he has a decently scary team. Really, Hydreigon is the biggest threat. I don't have like great switch-ins to it, to like its entire coverage. But I have ways to deal with it in general. I lead off with my Drapion here, just because I was a setup Drapion that I was hoping he would bring Leopard, because it kind of does well against my team, but he didn't bring it. So I just lead off my Drapion. I'm just going to knock off here, get rid of a Chocolate Berry. He was apparently like really scared of Heracross, even though he has Granbull on his team, and I don't know, I just didn't think Heracross was going to do well. So there, I go into Skarmory. Maybe it'll be good against like a possible Earthquake that he would have, and also I could defog these rocks, but he doubles right into this Hydreigon, which is annoying. And I don't want to die, because this is my Swellow check. So I go into Drampa, predicting maybe like a fire move. But he goes right for the Flash Cannon, which I thought was interesting. And then here, I just decided to go right into my Mr. Mime, predicting a Dragon move, which he does go for the Draco Meteor. So, some good switching this time. Here, I just go for a Focus Blast, because it's good against Hydreigon, and it also hits both the Steels. But he predicts that well, goes into Mew. Here he's going to go for a sub as I go into my Drapion. I'll just go for a knockoff. Break the sub as he goes for an Earth Power. Almost takes me out. Luckily I do live. And I can just go for another knockoff. This Steelix isn't doing much of anything, so I'm just going to Earthquake as he decides to roar, which is interesting. Now, my Drampa can't really touch this because I'm a Calm Mind variant, so I'm just going to Roost. He goes for an Explosion, which was interesting. So, it's basically as if I killed him, but I also got a special attack boost. Now here, I'm hoping he's going to overpredict and go for the Flash Cannon, but he doesn't. He just takes me out with a Draco Meteor. So, there goes Drampa. Wasn't doing that much anyway. But anyways, this is my chance to go into Scolipede. And I calced it, and I saw that Fire Blast was like a roll to kill. So I could have gone for the Swords Dance here and kind of attempted for the sweep. But if I lost this thing, I felt like I kind of just lost the game. So, yeah, that's why I just go for a Mega Horn here, as he does switch. So if I did go for a Sword Stance, I probably could have swept, but I wasn't willing to take the risk. But anyways, I can just take this out with an Earthquake. I think he said that was a misclick, and he probably meant to go into Suicune. But anyways, I'm just going to go right into my Drapion and sack it, because I don't really need it. It doesn't really do anything, as he just goes for a Roar. Now here with Skarmory, it's a free defog. I don't want these rocks up, and you can't set him back up as he just roars again, which is interesting. Now here he's kind of scared of a Z conversion, but I'm actually Specs. But he reveals that he's like really Spidef. He roars me back into Skarmory, and I can use this opportunity to get up my rocks, as he reveals the Resto Chesto. So yeah, after this, I decide I'll just go for a Toxic, because if he goes for Rest again, it's kind of just a free switch, because I wouldn't think that he would have Sleep Talk if he's running Chesto Berry. Now here, unfortunately, I'm like 2 health off of having Sturdy. If I had Sturdy, I'd probably just stay in and Roost, but I don't, so I'm just going to go into my Mr. Mime, as he goes for a Flamethrower. He takes more Life Orb, and what's it called? Toxic. I'm slowly wearing this down as he goes into his Suicune. Not going to take much of anything. I'll just go back in my Skarmory as he scalds. Thankfully does not get the burn. I'm just going to roost here, because like, I didn't think there was any reason for me not to. And then here, I can't really touch this thing because I don't have Whirlwind. And I know he's going to set up a sub. So, I just go into my Mr. Mime. I'm thinking that he thinks I'm Scarf right now. So, like, I don't know what this play was. Like, it made me think that he had, like, some bulk. Just because, like, if I was Scarfed, I would have been able to hit him first. And he would have, what's it called? He would have had to take a Shadow Ball from there. So I guess, I don't know. I thought he was bulky. And that leads me, like, here I have the bug Z move, Savage Spin Out, which I could use for this Suicune, which it'll just kill at the range that it's at. But like this bulk, it kind of just makes me nervous about this Mew, and I don't want to like lose my Scolipede, and I also don't want to miss the Mega Horn, because if you watch my last video, MLBA Week 8, I got kind of screwed over by a miss, so I just decided to use my Bug Z move now, just make sure that I absolutely can kill this, and yeah, I get the kill, and at the cost of not being able to kill this, so like I would have been able to kill that there, and then he scalds, he doesn't get the burn, which is unfortunate, but I don't know, it's kind of the game. I think I would have been able to like Mega Horn again, and if it didn't kill, then I could set up a Sword Stance or two on the sleeping Suicune. So it's not like the worst luck, and also it's only 30% for Scald, so it's not like I got like super lucky or anything. Now this part, he goes for the Protect, getting the Guts. And then he reveals that he has the Quick Attack, which he is pretty scared. I live on like 1 HP, which is like really fortunate for me. I don't actually kill, but I can just switch into Skarmory. It's really fortunate for me that I live. Yeah, because now I know that my Scolipede outspeeds his Hydreigon, and I kind of just win. He defogs here, I guess not taking rocks damage. And here I actually deal more damage to him if I roost, because I can live a hit from the Hydreigon with Sturdy. And then cause him to take 2 turns of Toxic and 2 turns of Life Orb, which is more than 1 turn of Toxic, 1 turn of Life Orb, and Rocks. So yeah, he's just gonna take me out with a flamethrower here, and then I'm gonna win. And then I just want to, here I go into Scolipede, and I decide I want to see how much a Draco would do to Porygon-Z, just in case like the Swellow had killed it, because that's what it would have come down to. So I switched in my Porygon-Z, and it actually does live a Draco, and with just enough health to make me think that it wasn't really a roll. I mean, it could have been a roll, and this was like very min, but then even if it was a roll, I'd have a very high chance to live. So that made me like think that the Scolipede living wasn't like super important. I mean, obviously for a differential, but I don't know, if you don't know what I think of differential, I don't really value it that much. I'm just looking to get wins. So yeah, definitely a really good game versus Max Master. I'm hoping I can play him again in the playoffs, because I think every time I battle him, it's just a really fun battle. So it was a good game, really close. I think both sides prepped really well, and I'll see you guys next week.